So bronze pack method is absolutely crazy right now for printing coins, and we're going to explain to you how this works so you can do this for the entire game cycle. We do this all the time on this channel, so if you are new here, make sure you subscribe and like because we've got lots of tips to give you. And let's get into it. So all you need to do is buy bronze packs, right? And we are looking for specific cards and other things to help us along the way. Now, I recommend always keeping these players unless they sell for like 300 as a minimum. Reason being is some of these will be helpful for future SBCs, like when we get the grinding SBCs that come out later. Some of these, like the Eredivisie card from the Dutch League, will be useful for League SBCs when they come up, and they always go up in price. And then essentially you want to check all of these to see if they sell. Some will, some won't, but if not, discard. Now, a worst case scenario, you're going to get 317 coins every time you discard, or 250 to 317, which means you're only gambling, if you like, about 450 coins. That's it. 450 coins, and that's how you're going to get done. Now, what we are looking for are players like this guy here that are part of the Major League, the top 5 leagues, French League, German League, English League, Spanish League, etc., right? Because as you can see here, some of these guys sell for a lot, or you could keep hold of them if you wanted to use it as an investment. And when we get the French League, SBC, or anything like that, you could then go ahead and sell these for more when they're rare. And you can see here, there's only one card up for 250 coins. So what we are doing right now is just checking to see what these cards go for. And we're looking to see how many are listed at the minimum price. So there's only one at 250. So that means we could probably sell that for 300 and keep listing. Now, like I say, you want to check every single one. And where the moneymaker comes into this and the pure profit is going to be managers. Now, this one isn't the best example. But if you get yourself an English manager, that's 5,000 coins instantly. A Nigerian manager, 5,000 coins instantly. French manager, 3,000 to 5,000, depending on who it is. The same for all the others. Now, this is as of recording. Doesn't mean in about 3 weeks' time they're going to go for less than that or whatever. But you can see here, this guy right now is in an SBC solution. Cheapest card on the market is at 1,800. So we can list him up for 1,500. And without discarding anything else or checking out the other prices, from what we've discarded and what we're selling, we pretty much broke even on those last 3 packs. So if we manage to get ourselves a manager in the next 3 packs that I've mentioned, we're making instant profit. FC26 is finally here, and if you need those FC points or FC coins, then you need to go over to eldorado.gg. A little secret here for you guys. Use code NANIC. Get that 5% off on all of your orders. The beautiful thing about Eldorado is they have a money-back guarantee, where if you ever do get scammed or you feel like you're about to get scammed, they will guarantee your money back. Look at the Trustpilot reviews. As you can see here, one of the best, if not the best, current market prices as well. Don't forget to use code NANIC to get that 5% off, and let's get back into the video. This is how bronze pack method works. And I know people who are on the channel, who subscribe, who comment, who join the live streams, that make millions from doing this every single year by just going through this exact motion. Now, is it really exciting to do? No. Does it take a little bit of time? Yes. But what you are doing is increasing the value of your team tenfold by doing this. And you're basically getting yourself ready for future SBCs that come out. This is why it's so important to do this earlier on if you have coins, because you're going to get a massive advantage in the future. It's kind of like preparing yourself for what comes. So there we go. Brazilian manager, 3,000 coins on the bid there. So we're going to make profit in this video no matter what now, because we can keep going. And I'm just scrolling to the end to check what their basically minimum price sells for. So we know it's got a bid of 3,000. We are going to go all the way to the 59th minute just to check, because that's where it goes. And you should be doing this the same as well for all the players. And the more you do this, the more knowledge you have, the quicker it becomes, because you know player prices, you know manager prices, etc. So I know next time I get a Brazilian manager, whatever this one sells for is the exact same thing I'm going to go ahead and list the next Brazilian manager for, and then the next one. So I don't have to check the price. You can write this down on your phone or a piece of paper or whatever just to make a mental note. But you can see there, it looks like the cheapest is going to be around 3.2. So I'm going to list this up for 3.1 and get that done. I'm going to check any of these other players. This guy looks like he sells for 500. So from this pack alone, we've made 3,600 coins. Plus, we're keeping these extra players in our club. And if, let's just argue, any of these stadium themes did sell, we've got ourselves more coins on that. But if we discard them all, that's another extra 230 coins. So from that alone, we almost got 4,000 coins from that pack, which means the next 5 bronze packs are quote-unquote for free. If we manage to get another manager, another player that sells, that's more profit on top. So as we were to have a look here, I don't think any of these do sell, but we'll always check anyway. If they sell for 150 to 200, I mean, you can keep listing them over and over again to see if they sell, but most likely they won't. We've got sales of Real Madrid Tifa. I don't think it sells. It doesn't. And again, not out of that one. So that one pack there, we've got 4 left that are free from the profit we made from that other one with the Brazilian manager. Can we hit ourselves a manager in this or not? Let's see. Or a player that sells. So we're into our second one out of the 5. We get sales Argentinian Cam doesn't sell. So the Eredivisie doesn't sell. The English striker doesn't sell. And this guy doesn't sell either. But again, we can save them all for, of course, League SBCs, upgrade packs, etc., etc., evolutions, if that's the way you're going with it. Into our third one out of 5. We get no rare player out of this. So what do we get? We get ourselves a Qatari manager. Unfortunately, that does not go. Another Ligue 1 player there that we can keep hold of. And we get ourselves Swedish. It doesn't sell. And, of course, Irish. It doesn't sell. So we're going to discard that. Bearing in mind that we are making about 300 coins each time. So I think every 3 packs is basically a 3-pack back if we were to do it off the Brazilian. So this is pack number 4. Out of our 5 for free, and then we get an extra one on top for every time we discard. So you can see how this method does work. Norwegian, I think they don't sell, so we just have to wait until there's a card that comes out. We'll check again. Nigerian, no. American, no. And, of course, Chinese, no. So, again, into our last 2 free packs, quote-unquote, before we start spending coins again that we made. And we are going to have a look what we get out of this one. It's going to be Swedish player. On to our next player there. You have a Norwegian manager. So, again, if there's a promo card that needs a Norwegian player in it, everybody's demanding it. Those Norwegian managers will fly out to extinct. Just like with the World Cup Tour thing we have now, English managers are like 5,000 coins minimum because everybody wants an English manager for the objectives. So, this is our last free pack. So, we get ourselves a German midfielder. I think that was rare even. And we get ourselves a Jamaican manager. I don't think they sell. They've got a few bids on, so we could sell them for that, but we're just going to keep hold of it in case later on. Discard the rest. We're going to check if any of these sell for anything. He doesn't. Due doesn't. And Boss probably doesn't either. No, he doesn't. And they are our 3 packs gone, right? From what we got from selling that Brazilian manager or another one. So now we're going back to using our coins again. And we're just going to keep that cycle going round. And what you would have noticed is we're keeping all of the players unless they sell, like I said. And we are getting our money back a little bit, as they say, as we are from discarding. So it is costing us less than what the coins are. This guy doesn't sell, but we could just keep trying to list him over and over who he does sell. After 3 times, I tend to just discard them and get them off the transfer list and move on. But you can see that, again, going in to buy us a few more. And this is all you need to do. This is how easy it is. You can put the football on in the background, Netflix, YouTube videos, live streams or whatever, and just smash this out. And eventually your luck will turn around and you will start getting managers back to back to back. I've managed to build up quite a lot of coins from doing this, from just basically this method. You can see someone's trying to price fix him at 2,000 coins. He ain't selling for that. We've got 950. I think this goes for like 700, 900, 800, 750. We'll call it 650, right? So we list them up for 650 coins. We then go ahead and discard all of these. And then this pack here is basically just made our money back without even looking at any of these players sell or not. I don't think they do. No, they don't. And this guy, don't. But again, we can keep those 3 players. Get a French League that needs this club. They're going to go to extinct. I've seen this every single year for like the last 10 years. So that will happen at some point this year. And again, we can get this pack for free basically because of what we made in the last one. We managed to hit a manager out of this. We're a player that sells. We're back into profit and the cycle goes round. Another Norwegian manager. So again, once they do go extinct at some point throughout the year, that's about 15k we've got there ready to go. None of these sell. I don't think so. So we'll open up 3 more packs just to see how we get on. Let me know in the comment section down below what sort of videos you want me to cover next. We've done the moments glitch. We've done a tactic formation. It's really broken. We've done multiple things on the channel already. So we get ourselves an Arsenal women's card there. And you can see, bang, there's another 700 coins or maybe 600 coins here. A little bit further. Yeah, about 600 coins. Perfect. We'll list her up because she's English. Again, English players should go for a little bit more because of the moments and stuff like that. The objectives that are out. None of those ones sell, not a problem. We'll go ahead and discard the rest. We made profit on that pack because we sold the English striker for 600 coins, so about 50 coins profit, nothing crazy. But like I say, you are looking to get these managers. Brazilian, we are going to go ahead and skip. Hope there's a manager in this one. There is not, but we get sales. That guy doesn't sell. Brazilian doesn't sell either. Dudek doesn't sell. And don't forget, we are going to be getting ourselves English Advanced SBCs very, very soon. They said that in the patch notes. So a lot of these English players may rise up in price as well. So like the way I like to treat bronze pack method is long-term investment, basically. You're making an investment, keeping hold of it, and then waiting to sell once it goes up. So get ourselves a Welsh manager. I'm pretty sure they don't sell. They don't. Just a championship player? No, he does kind of sell, but I don't want to sell him for that price. On to the next one. And then we'll just discard the rest. The Millwall badge, does that sell stadium even though it doesn't sell? And then our last pack for the video. But that's how bronze pack method will work. I promise you, the more you do this, you will guarantee profit, whether it's going to take you a month, a week, or instantly. There are the 3 variations of bronze pack method to do this. As we get ourselves a North Korea manager, I believe that is. No, it isn't. I've absolutely lied there. Never mind. Apparently, I don't know my flags. And nothing out of that one. But that's how you're going to get bronze pack method done. Let me know in the comment section down below if you need some more help. And I'll catch you in the next one.